WorkTango really is where the fun happens, where we recognize teamwork as well as our core values and recognize others and redeem fun incentives. And WorkTango actually aligns directly with one of our behavioral expectations, recognize and celebrate, where we delight in successes, recognize contributions, and have fun doing it. We want all of you to have fun and love where you work. We know that there are a lot of daily challenges that happen on site, running a property smoothly and all the things that come up every day, taking care of your residents, right, first and foremost, and coordinating all of the vendors. There's a lot that goes in, and a day can go so fast. But we encourage everyone, and we want everyone to stop, take a little break, and make sure you are celebrating those little wins and reaching out and really celebrating your employees and your coworkers. Employees love to be recognized. It feels so great to receive recognition, but it also feels so good to give to others as well. So let's talk about it. We're going to jump into WorkTango, but then we're also going to talk about Viva Engage. Do you guys know what Viva Engage is? Well, I'm not going to tell you just yet. I'm going to actually let Christy do that. But both of these platforms are a great way to recognize and celebrate our employees, as well as the great things going on at our communities. So starting with WorkTango, I'm hoping that everyone that is on this call has had a chance already to get into WorkTango. Very easy to find. If you are in your UKG homepage, you can find both the quick links on the far right-hand side to get into WorkTango and also to get into Viva Engage. So we're going to be reviewing your profiles when we jump in the system, and this can be found on the top right-hand corner by clicking on your photo. And then your profile also shows a lot of great insights, which I want to take a look at with you guys. It's really a reporting of your activity, by your set recognitions, the recognitions you received, or how many high fives you've given, or maybe comments you've made, or incentives and rewards redeemed. So this is something really cool. I don't know if anyone's had a chance to take a look at that, but we will review that when we jump into the system, as well as monitoring of your points and your activity history. And then your wallet, right? These are points to send and points earned. So everybody, based upon their role, will receive a group of points each quarter. The next reset is April 1st. These points do expire, if you will, or they reset. If you have 2,500 points in your bank and you don't use them by April 1st, they just reset to 2,500. They do not roll over. Your points earned, these are points you've earned, and these are points that do roll over. Oh, Denise, do you have a question?
5,000 that we just got, do those actually expire on April 1st too?
So are you talking about the leadership 3,000?
Or 3,000, yeah.
Yes, they will reset on April 1st. That is a good question. Yes, they do. And then points earned, these are the points you've earned by being awesome and getting recognition, or by incentives that you have completed. And these points do not expire, so you can save them up for something fun. Sending recognition, this is a great slide just showing how to complete this if you have any new employees. We're going to go through and send a recognition here shortly. And then also I want to point out birthdays and anniversaries. These are a great way to celebrate your fellow coworkers with their big milestones, right? Everybody has their birthday and anniversary. I do want to point out though, birthdays are displayed at the employee's discretion. So when we jump into the system, I will show you where you can view and make this public and or private. So, if you would maybe see or know it's someone's birthday, but they were on WorkTango, this would be maybe they possibly chose to have it private. But I'm going to show everybody where they can view their profile, and you can update your notifications and your status accordingly in there. And then incentives. Incentives are also a way to not only meet goals like education, but also self-care, like doctor visits or walking at work. These mainly focus on the areas of training, wellness, or safety. We have some awesome incentives in there, also such as fitness reimbursement. If you attend a gym for 10 times in the month and you upload that history, you can earn a $25 reward. Or your annual physicals, you can earn a $20 reward. And I like to point out that your annual physicals, if you also return them and you do partake in Selden's benefit plan, this can also go towards your medical premiums deduction. So I know probably no one's thinking about that, but some people get their if you wait till the end of the year, everyone's kind of getting in there and trying to get their physical. So maybe I encourage everyone to get that scheduled with your doctor now if you haven't, and take part in that. Upload that for your points, and then I actually pull them right out of there and save them, and I have them for our medical premium discount. So definitely something we don't want you to miss out on there. And then also you can get just a $5 reward for uploading your picture here, your profile picture in WorkTango. These do change, so be sure to log in frequently and take a look. And the next is our rewards. We are going to review how to access the rewards marketplace to cash in all of your earned points. So these couple slides just go through that. We do like to give a quick reminder about gift cards and products. So gift cards are technically cash. So you will see a tax deduction on your paycheck, but products are not taxed. Your redemptions are not deducted from your paycheck. It zeroes them out. It's just for the taxes purpose. So if you guys have had any redemptions in the past, you will notice that on your pay stub, there are both amounts in your earnings and your deductions areas, which will cancel each other out, which just results in paying taxes for the gift card. I did want to mention that we get that question quite frequently. So it doesn't come out of your actual pay. They do cancel each other out, and it's just the fee of the taxes that you have on there for gift cards. So now we are going to jump into the system. Where's my WorkTango? Okay, can you guys see my WorkTango?
Yep.
Okay, so first and foremost, how do we find WorkTango? Right over here on your quick links, that right-hand side, this is where we can find our Viva Engage that Christy is going to talk about, and it kind of pops it out here. But then also down here is where you can access your quick WorkTango. I do also want to point out why I have everybody on this call. Please log into your AltiPro and really review this homepage. This is a great place that we post upcoming education, like all of our pulse check courses that we need to have completed, that 60%, so we can reach our goal, you know, getting those green hearts for that bonus in December. You know, so any education or anything that's kind of new and coming up is going to be in our middle spot. Then also these quick links or contacts. So please, you know, log in and make sure you kind of glance through that. Anything kind of what's important will be kind of at the top. And as we go down, things are upcoming in the future. So definitely pay attention to that middle spotlight. So after we log into WorkTango, here we are. The first thing I want to talk about is our profile. So when you log in, and if you click on your picture and you go to your profile, this is where we can kind of see all of that activity. This can be all of our recognitions, like people that I have recognized or recognitions that I have been given. And then also we can see our points history, where I have received points or where I have received them from incentives or points that I have sent out. And then also this insights. So this is the reporting of your activity that we were reviewing on those first couple slides. I find this to be very interesting. Just takes a second to load, but it says, you know, kind of your activity of rewards that you're doing, your incentives that you're redeeming, comments, you know, if you're very active. I think they go, yeah, it says it splits to very active, active, somewhat active, or rarely active. So take a look. How is your activity doing? Are you getting in there? Are you sending recognitions? Are you giving out high fives? What about comments? It's nice that you can throw a quick comment if you're getting kind of low on points too. And it just gives a lot of insights to your specific activity. So take a look at that today. Then if we go back to our homepage, you're going to see our wallet. This is where you're going to see your points to send. Now remember, these are the points that based on your role that you'll get every quarter, and they just reset. They don't flow over. So get in there. Everybody theoretically at the end of March should have 0 points. That is the goal. We want to give you guys these points every quarter because we want you to go in and recognize and celebrate all the awesome things that are going on within your teams and at your sites. And then your points earned. You can, I don't have very many points earned yet. I like to redeem mine often. But yeah, those do, you do save those up, and that's never expire, and they do roll over. So let's send a recognition. First time, I always like to come in here, and these are our celebrations that we talked about. So it clicks on, it looks like we have 3 birthdays and we have 4 anniversaries. So this is a good way to find those, whose birthday it is that we can send happy birthday to. So it looks like today is Sarah's birthday. So we can click on here and we can do a quick recognition this way. Ooh, if I can type. Happy birthday, Sarah. I want to recognize and celebrate her. I want to do a fun little emoji because I love emojis. So let's see if we can find one. There we go. Send. So she just got that. So that's a quick way to send a recognition. Or if we go back to the home page, maybe I want to thank Christy for taking attendance and seeing everybody that's on a camera and just really assisting in this first part of our presentation. So maybe I want to do a recognition. I'm going to find Christy. And I'm just going to say, thank you. And she's going to know what that's for. You know, here's our core values. You know, if we want to look at the definitions, they pop up over here. You know, so what we really want to take a look at. And I'm going to say she is people focused and community driven. She's pitching in when and where is needed most, which is getting our attendance and getting everyone's WorkTango points, right? Yes. And then also about these GIFs. And then I need to know, is it GIF or GIF? I always doubt myself. I don't know what the correct way is. Can you guys just tell me? This is like my poll. How do you guys say it? I really am interested. GIF?
Yes.
GIF. GIF?
We'll probably be 50-50. Maybe this is a poll. Like
I
GIF,
really
like
want to know. I tell you what, every time I ever go to say it, I always doubt myself. I don't know. So
my kids say GIF.
GIF. Well, that makes sense, right? GIF. So,
I usually trust in the new generation because I don't know any of it. So
yeah, no, that's interesting. I have a 17-year-old and I feel like I learn all kinds of things. Well, GIF or GIF, whatever you say, but they're fun. It's a fun way to spice up your recognition, right? So we're gonna do thank you. Christy is a cat lover, so I think she will appreciate that. So we're gonna send her that recognition. Very easy to do. But those birthdays and anniversaries. So let's jump in and talk about that real quick. So again, if we mentioned earlier that these are going to be at the employee's discretion, and it's very easy to change. If you click back up here on your profile picture and you go down to account. And it's going to tell me access denied, but it is not. That's just because I'm an admin and I don't know why it does that. But right here, it says my anniversary is public, my birthday is public. So it is going to pop up in that right-hand corner when it is my birthday and when it is my anniversary. So my birthday is January 29th and my anniversary is August 24th. So they are both going to be in there. If you guys, like I said, if you don't want to show your birthday, you simply can uncheck it, or you don't want to show your start date. You also can add a fun short bio here that will pop up on your, hi, let's just do hi. But that'll pop up on your profile page. Hi. Hopefully you guys are a little more creative than me. But yeah, you can put whatever you want there. I've seen several fun things about just telling a little bit about yourself or whatever you want to put. You know, I've seen some quotes. Be creative. Opportunities and possibilities are endless with whatever you'd like to put there. But then yeah, your birthday and your start date will show up there. So double check that. Another thing I'd like to point out up here, especially that's good for leaders or managers, these are your notification settings. So check how you have them on or off. You know, if someone mentions you or you receive comments on a post, or you get recognition, you can get a notified by your bell notification, which is up here, or they'll send you an email. But down here for managers, I think this is super helpful. You know, if you have a new direct report, it would notify you. If your direct report has an upcoming birthday or anniversary, you know, that might be really nice to know ahead of time. It will notify you. Or if your direct report has not received recognition from you in 45 days. It'd be really nice to have a reminder for that. So I think if you're a manager or a leader, I think this is a great tool to take a look at and check out as well. So we can get points, right, by sending and receiving recognition, but then we also can get points by completing these awesome incentives that we were talking about. So there's several in here. Like I said, they mainly focus on our safety, training, and wellness. But these, I do want to mention, have restrictions. So some of them you can only redeem like once a day, once a week, once a month, once a quarter, etc. So if you ever come in here and they are grayed out like that, it is not past the time of which you can redeem again. So like the February wellness activity, we can only redeem that once a month. So I have already redeemed that. So that is why it will not let me complete that. But you come in here, reach out on through Teams. Everybody does that, right? Reach out on Teams. Sometimes you're going to see that it requires documentation. This one, we are good. So we're going to redeem that. Walk at work. Hopefully we'll see many of these today because it is beautiful out. So get out and get that sunshine. You know, but then down here, maybe there is your Selden swag, right? You know, show us your Selden swag. We love to see it. So it says, hey, attach a file, and then you can earn those points. Like I said, I do encourage everyone to get in here, take a look. They are changed out frequently, and redeem those points. So lastly, when you guys have more points than I, you want to come in here and redeem, you can do that by the rewards marketplace. So if we click in here, this is going to be where we can find all of those merchandise or products that we want to purchase, or those virtual gift cards. So if we come in here to shop, maybe we do want to look at those products. Several things. We've got all kinds of stuff, kitchen gadgets, small appliances. There's a whole slew of Bed Bath & Beyond, beauty, food and drink, outdoor living. So a whole bunch of stuff that you could choose from that you could purchase. Or also we can look at, you can find it over here too, a couple different ways to find stuff. Or maybe we want our virtual gift card. I personally do like the gift cards because it comes right to my email and I have it, and maybe I'm just a really impatient person, but I do frequent a good gift card. So maybe I want to do some traveling and I would like to get an Airbnb. So I have 3,200 points. So I could get a $25 gift card. That would be all that I would be allowed, since that's all I have. And it's a very easy checkout process. I do really think those slides are good, especially as you have a new employee start. This can be kind of a little bit challenging as the first time you do it, but it's a very simple checkout process. Or you can add it to the dream tracker for later. Maybe it's like your virtual wish list. So if you want to, you can add it to cart. It just says items added. Yes, and I want to check out. Continue. I'm really not going to go further because I don't actually want to purchase this, but you just want to verify. Like sometimes if you get your product, you want to make sure it's going to ask for your house and your address is correct in there. And then this talks about the taxes that we were reviewing earlier. So, and then it comes through step by step to your email and you can redeem and get that challenge code.
What is Viva Engage? We like to refer to this as the ultimate social hub. So it's very similar to probably your favorite social media platform like Facebook, or even Instagram a little bit. But this is a great way to celebrate achievements, share insights, and then just really kind of catch up with your peers. We're hoping this year, or not hoping, we will have some cool things to share with you guys on Viva Engage and some different ways where you can kind of show us what's going on in your departments and at your sites. So the general navigation, Brandy kind of showed this to you already. But the cool thing is that we've got this under the quick links on that UKG homepage. And then on Engage, it should give you this little kind of a preview of what's going on, which I really like. Now, the cool thing you guys might not realize, but you can actually add Engage and technically WorkTango, although it's coming along a little bit slower. But you can add Viva Engage to your teams. I don't know if you guys knew this, but down your ribbon on the left-hand side, there's a little square with a cross in it that says apps. So you can kind of hit that plus sign and it will open up another window that will give you tons and tons of apps that you can actually add. And so here you can see that my Viva Engage is right here on my team. So I can go in and access that directly through the system that I'm already live in Teams. Here you can see I've added my Canva account where I create a lot of our trainings. So if you've not ever added anything to your teams, you might want to think about doing that. I've even got my work or my OneDrive on here. Now WorkTango right now, they did some updates. And so Brandy, maybe you can speak to that if you have some sort of an idea of when that might be available.
Yes.
But
Thank you.
WorkTango should be coming along for Teams here shortly.
Yes, WorkTango went through a big upgrade the beginning of the year. And so for the hope is that it will get fully integrated within a Teams. Hopefully by the end of summer. I mean, I want to say I don't want to promise too soon, but yes, you should be able to get right in there from Teams, but they are working on that. So yeah, stay tuned. It should be a lot easier for us to connect and give all those awesome recognitions through Teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Viva Engage is working perfectly though, so I would challenge you guys today to go add that to your team's profile just so you can get there a little quicker. And then posting on Engage, it's really similar to Facebook. So as you're thinking of some different kind of ways to interact with your team, maybe challenge another team. Maybe you've got a sister party that's not too far away, and maybe you want to challenge them to something fun. You can actually post on this exactly like you would on Facebook. So kind of in this top window here is where you'd make a post and share funny stories, community and team events, and different things like that. Now, we have 4 different communities that you can join and be a part of. And so you can kind of choose where you would like for this post to go. So all company is going to be our biggest community. And that means that's going to go to everybody that's kind of in that group. I want to say we have about 600 people in that group. All About Wellness is another great one. This is where we talk about physical, mental, well-being. Right now, our big focus this year, as you guys know, is financial wellness. So we're going to be putting a lot of things in there. Also, when we have trainings, I'll go ahead and post those in both channels. So both of these are really good communities to be a part of. My favorite is We Love Our Pets. As Brady said, I'm a huge cat lover, but I'm also a big dog lover. And I don't know, a couple of months ago, I still can't get over that someone owns a horse and they posted it as their pet. And so I'm so jealous. I'm waiting for someone to post a fluffy cow. But this is a really fun channel to be in also to see everyone's pets and their fun little animals. And then if you're on site and you need some help with Real Page, we've got an Everything Real Page community. And so join one of these communities today if you are not already in there, and then go make a great post. You can also, if you're new to Engage, you can add followers and then they'll hopefully follow you back. But this will help you stay in tune with all things that are going on at the different communities and whatnot. Now, again, different ways that we can interact and show that recognition or increase engagement between your team and others. And so you can not only go in and add a post, but you can add a question or give praise or start a poll. And so if you wanted to ask a question, you would simply click on the question, then you can see this little box would come up. And so maybe you're looking for a cool resident activity idea or a team building idea. Then the other Selden employees can go on and respond to that. Also, similar to WorkTango, although there's no points involved, you can share praise. And so add pictures or videos or the GIF, however you say it. And so who do you know that's doing great things? It doesn't even have to be your employee, but you can go out and put this on Engage. And so it's a little bit of a double whammy. Go give them points in WorkTango and then recognize them on Engage as well.
I think I'm gonna make that a poll later, Christy, and Engage. Is it GIF
How do
or
you say
GIF?
GIF?
Yes,
I think it's a good one.
I
I
think
think it's
so.
Now, both of these platforms you may not realize, but they both have a mobile app, which is really cool. And so over here on the left, you can see this is the WorkTango app. And then here we've got Miss Diana on National Red Day that she posted in Engage. And so these are really easy to download. Just go to your app store, WorkTango or Viva Engage is how you'll find those. But I thought this stat was really interesting. So 94% of employees believe that creating a sense of belonging is essential for a successful workplace. So almost everybody, right? But then sadly, 82% of American professionals feel that they don't get enough recognition for their work. So that's a sad statistic, but luckily with these programs that Selden has given us, hopefully we can change that. We can make our employees feel a little bit more appreciated for everything that they do. So with that, let's brainstorm a little bit. And I know that we're coming up on time. I apologize, this went a little bit long. If you guys need to jump off, please feel free. But we would love to have you stay with us and brainstorm a little bit if you can. So we'd like for you to think about some ways that you can recognize and celebrate your coworkers, your leader, and your support teams. For those of you that are on site, marketing may be doing some projects for you. Accounting, boy, we couldn't live without them. Maybe you're getting extra help from facilities. So really think about the people that are supporting you. Participate in company events. Whenever we did like the Wear Red Day, oh my goodness, you guys were awesome. We got a great response for that. And we'll have a lot more of those kind of things. I think everybody likes to see the other employees and, having fun and loving their job. And so I think that's really cool. Consider a recognition plan. For those of you that have been in some of my training classes before, you know that I love the saying that if you fail to plan, you can plan to fail. Might be a little bit harsh word to say fail, but it's really true, right? You're going to do anything better if you have a plan. So consider a recognition plan. Maybe schedule some time on your calendar, maybe next week, to sit down and say, when do I have a little bit of time to go recognize people? And then throughout that week, take some time to make a note, who did something great. And again, maybe it's not one of your direct reports, but somebody that you want to try to recognize. And then, as always, as a leader, we want you to take a personal interest in your peers and build those relationships. I will tell you, I'm going to brag on Brandy just a little bit. When Brandy was on site and was a community business manager, she did an amazing job recognizing her team. And I will tell you, she used to post out on Facebook all of the time, and the traction that her posts would get just for, buying a huge happy birthday cookie and a big balloon and maybe a little birthday card for one of her team members. And it was just really great to see. And her social media audience was really engaged with that too. And so take that to one of these platforms where everybody in the company can see how you're recognizing their teammate, because there may be a community business manager that hadn't really even thought about that. And so you're really kind of showing them, this is what Selden recognition looks like when you do that on your own. And so again, think of a plan and take that, or make a plan rather, and take those personal interests into account. And then, like I said, about acknowledgement, you may be teaching someone else how to properly acknowledge their team. It creates a ripple effect. So instead of paying just very generic compliments, which obviously we can go on and say, hey, you're great. We really want you to kind of focus on the unique strengths and the efforts. And so I've taken a couple of screenshots of some of the recognitions that I thought were really great. This first one, Lisa was recognizing Timothy here. Thank you for dealing with this horrible weather to keep the sidewalks safe for our residents and guests. Also, keeping our lobbies looking the best, like there's not a weather event. That's a great recognition. It's really specific to the efforts. It's not just generic. I'm sure when Timothy read that, he was like, oh my gosh, that feels so good to be recognized for being out in this cold, cruddy weather and, doing all of this. And so here we've got Brandy recognizing Tori. Great job for completing onboarding this morning. You were so organized and prepared, which made the process go very smoothly. Thanks for all you do. So again, very specific to the task, but recognizing her and not just in kind of a generic way that might feel a little bit different. So you guys can kind of see these. I won't read through all of them. And then you can put in the little emojis or the GIFs, what have you. That always makes it even a little more special. So, as you guys are setting up your calendar and hopefully planning some recognition, I want to just remind you that March 7th is Employee Appreciation Day. So, although we've been talking about recognizing not only your employees, but also support teams and things like that, be thinking about some different and fun ways this year that you can really celebrate your own employees, those employees that support you every single day.